Well, off he goes, young, headstrong as I was so long ago. Who goes there?
We're the Reinhardt brothers. I'm Jacob, and this is my brother Hans. We are bounty hunters, and with a line of 12 werewolves taken in bounties, we are shooting for an even greater hit with the castle of Count Dracula emerging. Tracking another potential bounty from the tavern in town when he turned into a bat. And who might you be, a mummy?
Jacob, the holy pendant isn't humming. He's not undead or some monster. At least the holy pendant doesn't indicate it.
Keep holding it, Hans. I still don't trust this man. Who are you? Are you also seeking a bounty?
My name is Joshua Graham. I was once a knight from the West. I'm not in it for a bounty. I'm in it for something far more personal. A settling of an old conflict. Dracula is a fiend with a rather long history, spanning back to before you young men were even born. He's not one to be trifled with.
Jacob and I aren't young. We've got a lot more experience than most, and bounties to prove it.
We've also been tracking a vampire heading this way. You wouldn't have seen him, would you?
That vampire is not a vampire. His name is Alucard, and he's very much an enemy of Dracula and the other night creatures. He is, in fact, a half-vampire or dhampir.
Half-vampire is still vampiric. Still a monster. You might as well take care of him along with the real vampires. Hans, keep your eyes open. And you, old man, you'd better not be in league with those monsters.
Listen to us, old man. We're going to go and get some truth out of this Alucard or whatever his name is if we ever cross paths with him, old man, and you would do best to stay out of our way.
Doing so would be a bad idea for a multitude of reasons, so allow me to illuminate 3. First, do not believe that because Alucard is only a half-blooded vampire that he is unwilling to defend himself, or that he is less dangerous than an actual full-blooded vampire. Second, should you go and harm Alucard, a devoted warrior against the evil that plagues this land, make no mistake, you will not rest, and God willing, you will not leave Romania. Third, Reinhardts, waging war against decent people is bad for your souls. This may not seem important to you now, but it's the most important thing I've said.
Come on, Hans, let's get moving. Sooner we can get to this castle, the sooner we can get started on collecting our bounties. And like Hans said, stay out of our way.
And so they left in a hurry. Little did they know, their arrogance would be their undoing. While I couldn't keep up, I was left to think of the last thoughts before entering the dark labyrinth of the once great night. This was a betrayal, one which burned. But my desire to aid the others, the son of Dracula and the Belmonts, burned all the more brighter than the flames which burned me long ago. In the meantime, I had become learned in the weapons and the arts of war, learning from the best of the weaponsmiths. My new pistol was in my holster, an experiment of mine in having a pistol that fired multiple silver bullets. I came to learn the mechanical framework of some of the leading weapons of the time, the revolving chambers of the artillery device known as the puckle gun, the smooth bore rifle, and the specially shaped bullets from the rifles used by the elite sharpshooters. All of these machinations I combined into the making of my own custom pistol. And finally, I had cast these special bullets of silver, a metal of purity, made from a proper refining process through which the metal, if properly heated and cooled, would show your reflection. The pure metal was a bane to the werewolf and the undead for its purity. While I had spoken in Alucard's defense, as one should not show fear in the face of an enemy, I nonetheless faced a fear within. That fear was that if Adrian or the Belmonts failed, I would be their hunter, destroy the people whom I had sought to protect, especially the one person who could become something different from the monster which became his father. Castlevania, Count Dracula's citadel, now towered above me as the forests of Transylvania had been cleared from the forest road. The castle had returned, different from its appearance long ago, but still carrying the same cold, darkened aura about it, the stench of chaos, the feeling of hell itself. As I walked across the bridge, the light seemed to fade into darkness. No sooner had No sooner had I crossed the bridge than the portcullis slammed to the ground behind me, and the drawbridge raised, locking me and whomever else was within the walls of Castlevania, within the dark fortress. I rolled over and quickly made sure I wasn't immediately followed, by blade and pistol at the ready. The game had begun. Dracula's game. And no one knew then how the game would end. Might as well play to win.